there, purposeful people. My name is Rachel, and today I'm bringing to you a video of 100 things to do when you're bored during quarantine. But before we get started, let's just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that I put on jeans today. This is the first time I've done that since quarantine started. Okay, so these are in no particular order, so I'm just going to read them off to you and try not to elaborate too much. So the first thing I have is to bake, and I've been doing this all of quarantine, probably the most I've ever baked, honestly. It's just fun. You get to eat stuff. And then I have cook, which is basically the same thing. I have read, and I've actually been reading 4 books during this quarantine, and I love reading, so that's always something good. And if you need any good Christian books, I have a whole video on that if you want to check that out. You could write a book. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I think that would be really cool. You could write poetry, write songs, you could journal, and this would be an especially good time to journal because of all this craziness going on around us. You could write and then reflect back on it when you're older. That would just be super cool to journal about. You could write letters and send them to people. I actually did this for my friends, and it was so fun, and it really just boosts your mood, and it helps the people who get it too, so that's always a good thing to do. You can do fitness dances. Now this, I didn't even know this was so I didn't even know that this was a thing until this quarantine, and it has changed my life. Like, they're so fun. It doesn't even feel like you're working out. So I use this YouTube channel called Value Club, I think, and it's amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You can do yoga. This is something I've always loved. It's super fun and a great way to just get your body moving, and so I watch Yoga with Adrienne if you guys want to watch her on YouTube. You can also stretch. I've been trying to improve my flexibility and get my splits. You can work out, and I've been doing a lot of these at-home workouts. Everyone's doing them lately. I've been doing Pilates and clothing workouts, so that's something you could do. You could paint. This is always fun. You can draw. I've been doing that a lot too. You can color, and coloring is just so therapeutic. Like, you're never too old to color, so just color. You can clean your room, clean your closet, get rid of clothes, clean your bathroom. Like, you can organize. That kind of goes along with cleaning, but it's always good to really organize your stuff. You can redo your room with all this time. That's super fun. I love to redo my room and just rearrange the furniture and change things up. You can watch movies. I love watching movies. I was thinking about making a Disney Plus recommendation video, or like my favorite classic movies. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know. You can also watch TV shows, and I love watching TV shows. Friends is the best, hands down. You can learn TikTok dances, and this has been really fun and has kept me entertained during this quarantine. You can FaceTime or call friends and family, which is always good. I love checking in on my friends and my family, especially if you have family that are elderly or live alone. It's great to check in on them, and it makes you feel so good inside, and it makes them feel good inside too. You can learn to play an instrument, or play an instrument if you already know how to play an instrument. You can go on a walk. I've been walking like almost every single day. You could have a photo shoot at home, and this is really fun. I took pictures of my sister for her senior year, so I suggest doing that, or you can take pictures of yourself. You could start a YouTube channel. Starting a YouTube channel is the perfect thing to do when you're bored, and it gives you a lot of things to do because you can film, and then you can edit, and then you can upload, and you can watch other people's YouTube videos. It's just great. You can paint your nails. This is also really fun. I love painting my nails. You can learn new hairstyles, which I'm really bad at hair, but my little sister has been killing it with learning new hairstyles. She's seriously amazing, so she just keeps braiding my hair. You can practice makeup looks, and this is super fun, especially since you're not going anywhere. You can make them as extravagant as you would want. You can online shop if you're able to, and even if you don't have the financial means right now, you could still just go and look on there for inspiration. Half the time I don't actually order anything, I just have fun looking at everything. You can go on Pinterest. Pinterest just is the perfect thing for boredom. I could spend like all day on there. You could also organize your Pinterest boards, which I've done before. You could make new music playlists, which is something I really need to do. I love making new music playlists. playlists and finding new music. You can do karaoke. We had a karaoke night and it was so much fun. You could also get tan, so this is what I really love to do on warm days, is just go outside, read, and lay in the sun. You can make friendship bracelets. You can make the little beaded ones or the threaded ones. They're just super cute and not that hard. Just search up a YouTube video. You can organize your phone, which is something I really need to do, and go through all my pictures and clear out storage. You can organize your computer, which is basically the same thing. You can draw with chalk, which is something I've done, and that's just really fun. You can take personality / BuzzFeed quizzes, and those are a blast, and I just get so carried away and take like 1,000. You can do a puzzle. You can listen to podcasts, and I have a whole bunch of podcast recommendations if you want me to do a video on that too. You could do a face mask. You could focus more on your skincare, and you could do a hair mask. You could also learn a new language. You could watch YouTube videos like you're doing already. You could watch TikToks. You could make TikToks. You could play video games. I love playing and just dance on my Wii. You could play board games. You could bullet journal. I used to do this and it was super fun. You could study more of your Bible or start a devotional. It's just a good time to do this right now. You could watch online sermons because all churches are kind of just going live now, and it's really nice and a good way to access them. You could look through old photo albums, that's always fun, and watch old home videos. You can make a bucket list for post-quarantine and figure out what you want to do, where you want to eat, where you want to go. Start a blog. This is something I've always wanted to do. It just sounds super fun. You could practice calligraphy. You could spend time with your pets. And if you have a dog, you could teach your dog tricks. You could take your dog on a walk. You can clean your makeup brushes, which I really need to do. You could have a bonfire if you're able to do that. You could have a picnic in your backyard, in your living room. That's just a fun thing to do. You could whiten your teeth during this time. Okay, this next one I only advise if you're like super skilled and talented. But you could give yourself bangs, cut your hair, or dye your hair, and it's kind of a good time to do that because nobody's going to see you, so if it turns out like really, really bad, who cares? You could go on a scavenger hunt with your family, that's fun. You could use this time to drink more water because water is so good for you. You could make a collage. I love making collages, it's just super fun and inspirational. You could make whipped coffee, which is something I still need to try. It looks really good and super fun. Let's get real. You could do your homework. If you haven't done your homework or online school already, what are you doing on this video? You need to go do that right now. I should have put that at the top of the list because that's really important too. Keep those grades up. You could get ready to go nowhere just to make yourself feel put together and accomplished. You could take a nice bath. You could go for a bike ride. You could declutter / organize your makeup. I really need to do this too. You could plan outfits for after quarantine, which is really fun. I love looking through my closet. You could start a scrapbook. This is something I've always wanted to do. Scrapbooks are just so cute and they're such a fun way to just look back on everything. So yeah, that would be really fun. You could try TikTok life hacks. I've been seeing these going on all the time, and it would be super cool to find out if they actually work. You could just drive around, not go anywhere, but just drive. You could go for a run to get some exercise and to be outside. Write a future letter to yourself, which would be really interesting to do during this time, since it's a time of pandemic. That would be really cool to see when you're older. You could watch some cool documentaries. You could go through your emails, which I really need to do. It's bad. You could wash your car. Or just clean your car. You probably need to do that if you have a car. You could go hiking if you're able to do that right now. You could look through your old yearbooks. This is something that's always fun for me, and it passes so much time, you just get so carried away. You could try a social media detox. This would be really, really helpful, and it would help create new, better habits during this time. You could go stargazing or just watch the sunrise or sunset at your house just to admire nature and find joy in the little things during this time. You could start a garden. You could do minute to win it challenges. These are always super, super fun. You could make a lip scrub or use a lip scrub. That's always a good thing. Okay, so these next two I put on there as just kind of a joke, but then I was like actually kind of serious about it, like not gonna lie. So cry and scream. Okay, all jokes aside, you could take a nap or you could tie-dye something. This is fun. I tried to do this a long time ago, and let me just say my t-shirt did not turn out the best, but it was still fun, so that's something you could do. Lastly, I have make a healthcare mask and write thank you notes to those working on the front line, because you want to show how much you appreciate them and to just make others feel extra loved during this time. So yeah, that's 100 things to do when you're bored during quarantine. I hope these suggestions help you. And if you have any other suggestions of what to do when you're bored, leave them down below in the comments. Bye! I'll see you later!